I had a revelation today, like some kind of epiphany. The lamest Christmas party is this week, and I know that's kind of late for Christmas, but whatever. And it's on a boat in London, and it's James Bond themed, so it's gonna be really suave and swanky, and there's gonna be drinking, and it's gonna be late. And as I was thinking about what I'm gonna wear, and how I'm gonna get there from the theatre, and all that kind of stuff, all the party related things, I was genuinely thinking, I actually had the thought, how early can I leave that party so that I get my last train home and then I'm in bed by a reasonable hour, and yet it's late enough to show that I've stayed an acceptable amount of time. You see, I love socialising. I love socialising with my friends, and I love chatting to people, and I love meeting new people, but I also like my bed, and I like having at least 8 hours sleep every night. And my epiphany, my revelation, was that I am not meant to be young. I was born at least 60 years too late. I am the kind of 22-year-old you would find in the 40s. Because, you know, occasionally someone will come up to me at Les Mis and they'll be like, we're all gonna go out tonight, it's Saturday night, so we're all gonna go out, we're all gonna go crazy, we're all gonna drink loads, we're all gonna get really drunk, and you know, we're gonna go to a club and we're gonna dance, and we're gonna meet some guys, I'm gonna get those guys to buy us drinks, and it's all gonna be crazy, and it's gonna be amazing night, it's gonna be great. Are you coming? And I try to look enthusiastic. I try to look like they've just described the best night ever, but in my head I'm going, that sounds awful. That is so far removed from the plan I had for my night in my head. Because what I had planned, I was going to be home by 11:15. I was going to be in my pyjamas in bed by 11:30. I was going to have a cup of tea. Maybe I'd even go crazy. And I'd have a very small glass of port, like that much of port, just to make me feel all warm and fuzzy and sleepy. And I was going to make some origami dragons. And I was going to read a book. And or binge watch The American Office on Netflix until I fell asleep. That's my idea of a good night. And you know, occasionally I will say yes to the invitation of going out. I'm not gonna do drugs and break all of my morals and beliefs, but I am gonna go out. And I might even get a little bit tipsy. And in my last year and a half at Les Mis, I have gone out, and I mean properly gone out, 3 times. On 2 of those occasions, I stayed with friends within the cast and it was all fine. However, on one of those occasions, I ended up sleeping on the floor of an abandoned old people's home. I try not to think about that night. Basically, the reason I've made this video is because if you guys feel like you're different from your friends and you don't like going out and you don't like getting drunk, it's okay just to say no. It's okay just to be like, do you know what? I'm happy going to bed at 10 o'clock in the evening and falling asleep whilst reading a book. I'm okay with that. And do you know what? If you think I'm boring and I'm not exciting and I'm antisocial, then that's fine. I'm sorry you think that, but that's just me. You're allowed to go off and do things without me. If you want to go out and stay out till early in the morning, if you want to go and get really drunk and end up on the floor of abandoned places, that is fine by me, and I will not judge you for that, because that is your choice and that's just what you want to do. And as long as you're okay and you don't get hurt and you have all of your limbs intact by the end of the night, that is fine. Go have a good time and be responsible and safe, and I will not judge you for the decisions you make. As long as you will not judge me for coming home at a reasonable time, eating far too much chocolate, and falling asleep to the sound of Rainn Wilson's voice in The Office. As long as you're safe and you're having fun and you're happy, it's all good. I'm currently drinking revitalised tea. It's got cinnamon and something in it, but it's making me go like, whoa, it really has got like some kind of kick. What is in this? It's nice, don't get me wrong, but wow. Really gets you in the back of the throat.